Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is December 15th, 2024, and Barcelona have informed Tuttosport that they will not be traveling to the Golden Boy ceremony. Also, Barcelona are now keen on a Benfica left back, and finally, a new talent is emerging out of the academy, and many of their coaches are saying that he will leave all of us with our mouths open. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Now begin this video with the news that Yamal has officially become the youngest player to debut in the Champions League. Now you might say, Mo, how is that possible? Lamine debuted last year. How is he all of a sudden now the youngest one, even though he wasn't when he debuted? Well, I'll tell you how. Remember this guy, Moukoko? He was someone that Barcelona were after. They tried to sign him. Eventually, he decided to stay at Dortmund. Well, there's a big scandal now with Moukoko because it appears that he had lied on his birth certificate or with the documentation that he presented. And it looks like he's actually 4 years older than what he claims. And not only that, but he also lied about who his father is. It's a total soap opera. But anyways, what's relevant to Barcelona is given that Moukoko has lied about his age, he's no longer the youngest player to debut in the Champions League. He was the youngest at 16 years and 18 days when he debuted versus Zenit back in December 8th, 2020. But now, since it appears that he was most likely 20, not 16, it is now Lamine Yamal who's the youngest player to debut in the Champions League at 16 years and 68 days when he debuted in Barcelona's win against Antwerp 5-0 back in September of 2023. So ladies and gentlemen, Lamine Yamal has now become the youngest player to debut in the Champions League after it's been discovered that, well, Moukoko has lied about his age. Now, speaking of Lamine Yamal, as you know, the Barcelona star has won the Golden Boy Award for being the best player under 21. This is an award given by Tuttosport, the Italian magazine, and while it seems that Barcelona have informed Tuttosport that they're not going to be going to the ceremony, even though Lamine is not going to be the only one receiving an award. We also have Vicky Lopez, who has received the Golden Girl Award for being the best female player under 21. And there's Aitana Bonmati, who has received the Golden Woman Award for being the best female player in the world. And despite having 3 award recipients, Barcelona are not going to the Tuttosport, to the Golden Boy ceremony held by Tuttosport. And the reason is logistics, because Barcelona had requested to fly in a charter flight so they can, fly there, have the players receive the award and fly back to Barcelona. Tuttosport, the organizer, said no, you can only fly in a commercial flight. Also, Tuttosport informed Barcelona that the airport in Turin would be closed by the time the ceremony is over, so meaning that the players would have to stay overnight in Italy. And given that we have the Atletico Madrid match coming up, the club decided that that would interrupt the preparation for that match, so they decided not to go at all. Anyways, more news because, ladies and gentlemen, it's been revealed that Barcelona are now keen on a Benfica left back whose name is Álvaro Fernando Carreras. Now, Álvaro Fernando is a 21-year-old left back who, again, he plays for Benfica right now. He's been doing really well this season, and as such, he has attracted the attention of Barcelona, who are looking for a left back, as I announced in previous videos, in order to compete with Alejandro Balde, who currently has no competition in that position. And it's reported that Barcelona will be meeting with Benfica in order to discuss the possibility of signing Álvaro Fernando Carreras, who does have a release clause worth 42 million euros. So this is definitely going to be a difficult signing for Barcelona if they plan to complete it, because 42 million euros, given the club's situation, will be difficult. And we know Benfica are in the business of selling players, buying them on the low, selling them on the high. So we know Benfica are not going to be doing us any favors as far as the price. Now, the meeting between both clubs will take place during the Champions League match. As you know, Barcelona are set to face off Benfica in the Champions League next season. So that's when the meeting is going to take place, where both clubs are going to discuss it. You know, is he up for sale? Is he not? How much do you want? Can we trade players? Blah, blah, blah. And we'll figure out more after that match. Now, let's talk about a new up-and-coming talent coming out of La Masia. But first, let me remind you to don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. All of this helps the channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the Goal Kit, Skip Back, or Fanatics. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit the bet us. All links are in the description. If you click on them, you will be supporting this channel, but you would also be helping yourself because you do get access to some pretty cool discounts and offers. Anyways, so let's get back to the news because, ladies and gentlemen, we do have an up-and-coming talent alert. And it's no other than this guy, Ismail Zioni Lopez, a Moroccan. Well, he's, I guess, originally from Morocco, but I think he was born in Spain. He's a 15-year-old center forward, currently plays for Barcelona's under-16, and he just debuted with Morocco's under-17, wearing the number 10. And all the coaches in La Masia are raving about this young talent, saying that he will leave everyone shocked, that he has an incredible goal-scoring ability. So far, he has scored 5 goals in 125 minutes of playtime. That's 1 goal every 25 minutes. Very impressive numbers for Ismail Zioni Lopez. Again, a 15-year-old center forward whose coaches say will leave all of us in shock. So that's very exciting because we already have plenty of young talent in our first team. Then we have more talent in Barca Athletic, more in Juvenil A, and now we hear about this guy. So it looks like that Masia continuing to do its job in producing talent. And of course, we'll follow the trajectory of Ismail Zioni Lopez, and I will let you know how that goes. Now, speaking of La Masia talent, speaking of Barca Athletic, Guille Fernandez played the last match with Barca Athletic against Osasuna B in that number 9 position. Now you might say, how is this news, Mo? Well, it's news because Guille Fernandez is actually an attacking midfielder or a center midfielder, but his coach decided to play him as a false 9, and it went really well, where he scored the goal, and he also helped the team a lot offensively. So definitely an interesting change of scenery, I guess, or change of positions for Guille Fernandez, who, even though it was his first time playing that position, did really well. So we'll continue to track, of course, Guille Fernandez and his cousin Tony Fernandez, who are the 2 most exciting talents in La Masia, who will most likely be coming up to the first team next. We don't know if this season, maybe next season, but Hansi Flick definitely has his eyes on both cousins. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did upload another video earlier, a few moments ago. I'm going to be uploading a 3rd video. There's 3 videos plus 1 post-match live analysis for today. So make sure to watch them all. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, be scars.